When one usually thinks of ailments regarding the kidney, the usual scare that pops up in our head is kidney stones. While kidney stones are undoubtedly disruptive, painful, and need immediate resolution, there is another subtle but more dangerous condition.
Are you okay?
I think I'm giving birth. Is that possible? No, right?
Now I know what you're thinking. What can possibly be worse than kidney stones? But believe us, this condition, if left untreated in the long term, can lead to total kidney failure. Proteinuria, a condition described by the presence of excess protein in the urine, is often asymptotic initially. It is an indicator of underlying kidney conditions that signal deterioration in function. However, recent studies have come up with real, verifiable information on one simple vitamin best suited to treat this condition. Not only does this vitamin have preventative properties, but it can also go on to restore the damaged aspects of the kidneys.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
I know, but hang on a little, and you'll see for yourself. Is this vitamin readily available in our foods? How do you spot symptoms of proteinuria? How can it potentially lead to kidney failure? Join us as we uncover the answers to all those questions in this video. Proteinuria is characterized by the presence of an excess amount of proteins, such as albumin, in the urine. Why this is problematic usually, the kidneys, specifically the glomeruli, filter waste materials and excess substances from the blood while retaining important proteins in the bloodstream. Urine normally contains very little protein. This erratic behavior indicates that the filtration system of the kidneys has been compromised. Proteinuria can point toward existing kidney ailments, but alarmingly, it can also be a precursor to many severe kidney diseases. Initially, the condition remains unnoticed due to its subtle or even absent symptoms. Early symptoms can be indicated by swelling of the hands, feet, or abdomen, or most commonly, presence of excess foam in urine. Hey man, we gotta warn you, you can't be worried about the aesthetics if you're dead. This swelling, known as edema, occurs because of the loss of albumin, which prevents fluids from leaking out of the blood vessels into the surrounding tissue. The hampered regulation of excess fluids due to compromised kidney filtration is also responsible for this swelling. Another frequent symptom is anemia, wherein the body feels excessively fatigued due to the loss of important proteins. However, this seemingly simple problem can soon snowball into something life-threatening. If left unresolved, cases have led to critical kidney disease, or CKD, and end-stage renal disease, or ESRD, yielding to a dialysis machine, making this condition a silent killer in the domain of kidney health. The most frequent underlying causes of proteinuria are diabetes and hypertension. They put tremendous strain on the kidneys and over time impair the filtration abilities of the kidney. Moreover, the gradually deteriorating function of the kidneys can lead to worsening diabetic conditions and hypertension, which in turn multiplies damage to the kidney function, entering a vicious cycle. Proteinuria is also triggered due to glomerulonephritis, or inflammation of the glomeruli, tiny units responsible for the filtration process done by the kidneys. So, before we march ahead, let us understand the basic functioning of the kidneys and familiarize ourselves with some terms to fully understand what we're dealing with. Kidneys are responsible for maintaining homeostasis, which means they contribute to keeping bodily functions stable and adaptive for survival. One of their primary roles is to filter waste products and excess substances from the blood, which are then excreted from the body in the form of urine. This filtration process is carried out by millions of tiny filtering units within the kidneys, known as nephrons. Each nephron consists of a network of small blood vessels called glomerulus, which filters the blood, and a tubula, which adjusts the filtered fluid to ensure that nutrients and an appropriate amount of water are reabsorbed back into the bloodstream. The kidneys are essential for maintaining bodily fluid balance, in addition to eliminating waste. They maintain the correct balance of electrolytes, such as sodium, potassium, and phosphate, and control blood plasma volume, which influences blood pressure. Numerous biological processes, including nerve impulse transmission and muscle contraction, depend on this balance. An equally important function is the production of hormones such as erythropoietin, which stimulates the bone marrow to produce red blood cells, and renin, which helps regulate blood pressure. When blood pressure drops, the cells in the kidneys release renin into the bloodstream. Renin stimulates a process that eventually constricts blood vessels, increasing blood pressure and stimulating the adrenal cortex to release aldosterone. Aldosterone prompts the kidneys to reabsorb sodium and water, increasing blood volume and pressure. This is called the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, known as RAS. So basically, kidneys are the greatest maintenance guys, like, ever. When these processes are compromised, they give rise to a set of horrible cascading consequences that significantly impact an individual's daily life. The deterioration in the kidney's ability to cleanse the body leads to the accumulation of waste products in the blood. This buildup can lead to symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, fatigue, and confusion. Without proper filtration, these toxins continue to circulate, causing widespread harm to fluid and electrolyte balances. We already talked about how fluid imbalances can lead to edemas. Electrolyte imbalances, such as those involving potassium and sodium, can cause serious issues, including heart arrhythmias and muscle weakness. Damaged kidneys can cause the blood pressure to spiral out of control as the kidneys release renin in excess, which repeatedly boosts blood pressure and increases the risk of heart disease. The damage also hinders the production of erythropoietin, and in return, the production of red blood cells dwindles, exposing you to a massive risk of anemia and other cardiovascular diseases. Therefore, the onset of proteinuria, although distressing, is more of a warning call than a disease. It is a pointer that leads you to causes that are causing distress in your body. It's often an indicator of existing conditions such as diabetes and hypertension, among other serious disorders. The buildup of high blood glucose in diabetics can cause stiffness of blood vessels within the nephrons. Similarly, hypertension can cause damage to the inner lining of the vessels and glomeruli. This handicaps the ability of kidneys to perform their function, leading to a range of complications, which in turn hamper the kidney filtration system even more. This horrific cycle of cause and effect can even lead to death. However, please note that proteinuria is sometimes transient and can resolve itself on its own. This might happen due to stress or other causes, but if you're suffering from persistent proteinuria, you need to take steps to address the issue. With certain lifestyle and dietary changes, things can be brought into control, providing relief and hope to millions dealing with kidney-related issues. Recent studies and experiments have yielded a vitamin that has emerged as a beacon of hope for those battling proteinuria. The vitamin is readily available and can be sourced from not just foods, but also simply from the environment. You guessed it, we're talking about vitamin D. For those looking to restore their kidney health, vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin, has emerged as an essential nutrient. Research published in loads of nephrology journals has furnished proof that patients with chronic kidney disease who were treated with vitamin D supplements showed a significant reduction in proteinuria compared to those who were not. Vitamin D plays a range of critical roles in the body, including calcium absorption for bone health and immune system regulation. It has emerged as a major player due to its significant ability to reduce proteinuria and also restore the damaged aspects of kidney functioning. Interestingly, kidneys play a crucial role in breaking down vitamin D into its active form that can be used by the body. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in reining in proteinuria and kidney damage through a range of interconnected physiological processes. A chief way it impacts the kidneys is through a regulatory effect on the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, or RAS. The overproduction of renin in deteriorating kidneys can wreak havoc on the system with hypertension, which in turn further exacerbates kidney damage. Vitamin D naturally suppresses the production of renin, lowering blood pressure, controlling kidney strain, and consequently controlling proteinuria. Furthermore, vitamin D has been demonstrated to possess anti-inflammatory properties, and inflammation of blood vessels is one of the chief causes of kidney damage. By mitigating inflammation, vitamin D has been known to combat proteinuria. That's not all. Vitamin D is equipped with anti-fibrotic properties. Fibrosis is the scarring of connective tissue due to a decline in kidney function because of chronic kidney disease. Vitamin D stimulates the healing of the damaged tissue and promotes kidney health. All in all, vitamin D is a bona fide badass.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Research continues, and with time, will provide us with clearer results on the magnitude and the specifications of the impact vitamin D has relating to kidney health. But with the data we have at hand already, the therapeutic properties of vitamin D cannot be overstated. Dietary sources of vitamin D can easily be found in fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Other sources include mushrooms, cow's milk, orange juice, and fortified breakfast cereals. However, mushrooms produce vitamin D2, which may not be as effective as vitamin D3, present in other forms. The most abundant source of vitamin D is good old sunshine. Vitamin D is spontaneously synthesized in our skin upon exposure to sunlight. Not just kidneys, vitamin D is essential for our immune system and bone health too. It reduces the likelihood of respiratory infections and may even be crucial against autoimmune diseases. A deficiency of vitamin D reduces bone mineralization, leading to rickets and osteoporosis. To top it all, vitamin D is crucial for mental well-being, and low levels of vitamin D have been linked to depression and mood disorders. However, we absolutely do not advise taking vitamin D supplements or major dietary or lifestyle changes without the advice of a legitimate health professional. Human bodies are complex biological structures of interconnected mechanisms. Thus, it is crucial to earn the go-ahead of a qualified medical professional before you decide to take supplements of any kind. That's all for today. We hope you liked the video. If you did, please encourage us with your likes and comments. And please, don't forget to subscribe so that we can bring you more such informative content. Until then, goodbye and stay safe.